All right, we're here tonight with Gabe Rangel. Gabe is wrestling at Grandview, entering his last year there, looking like 174 pounds for this upcoming season. Gabe wrestled at Davenport Assumption, where he took third in the state twice. Gabe, thank you very much for meeting with us tonight.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
You bet. How's your summer been going so far?
It's been really good. There's obviously been a lot of adjustments with the COVID and stuff, but our room was pretty much open, throughout the summer with certain guidelines, and we were able to go certain days. But I was very fortunate to at least have the room open, and I could stay on a pretty, regular training schedule.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So I've been following you around quite a bit. I noticed that you've been jumping from a lot of camps, different instructors working with. Tomorrow you just mentioned you're going to go work out with Ben Askren, the Funky Funk, right?
Yeah,
okay.
For sure.
So what have you been focusing on this off season, as far as you've been working on the ground game, on feet, or what have you been working on?
Yeah, I had just been recovering from shoulder surgery, so it's kind of just getting back to where I'm comfortable, getting used to stuff, but also adding new stuff in. I used to be big on throws and stuff and kind of wanted to end matches that way, but now I've really been focusing a lot on attacking from ground, having single legs, double legs, just to open up my upper body that much more.
Very cool. How did you get, how'd the opportunity to go train with Askren come about?
Well, I used to go to the camps and stuff in high school, every summer, so I knew him from that. My dad saw his number, so I just, wanted to reach out to him and figure I had a week before school starts and be a good opportunity. I'm a funky, wrestler anyway, so it'd be nice to pick his brain and just get some different perspectives. Sure,
that's very cool. Did you wrestle in clubs growing up?
Yeah, I did. Well, I started in Junior Pioneers. That's when I first ever started, and then I started going to Young Guns in 7th grade. And then that's when I really started taking it more serious and getting better and stuff. And then I met Coach Bush and got involved with the Rising Knights program, and the rest is history, going to Assumption.
Very cool.
Now, Gabe, you had mentioned how your style has developed, changed, probably matured, I would say, as you're getting more of a seasoned wrestler. Yeah. Who would you say you really focus your style of wrestling after?
Yeah, that's a tough one, because I've had so many good coaches that have shown me different stuff. Like I said, I've trained with Askren and Young Guns, being coached by Juergens, and Pete Bush at Assumption. So I don't know, it's kind of hard, but I really looked up to Dylan Ness growing up, and I wrestle do a lot of big move type stuff, and that's how I used to wrestle but I've been kind of just add a mixture of different people, so I wouldn't really say one. I kind of got little pieces from different coaches and wrestlers.
Sure. You mentioned a lot of good coaches. Obviously, a lot of those names we're familiar with. Is there any coach that you've had that you sort of stands out as maybe the toughest coach?
I don't know about the toughest, because they were all tough, in their own way. But one that really stood out was obviously Coach Bush. He changed my life and my career, in my opinion. And my style is actually a lot like him. That's probably who I wrestle most like. And it was really easy for me to work with him just because of who he was, and he was a huge role model and father type figure. And he just really worked with me and helped develop my style a lot. So a lot of that credit goes to him. I carried it on through college, and then, like he said, developed my style more and more, but also kept some of that, Pete Bush style. Sure. For sure.
So what were some of the challenges that you had making that transition from high school into college wrestling? And you didn't just jump into some, smaller college wrestling program. You went into Grandview, one of the top dogs out there.
Yeah.
And definitely in the NAI. So what was some of the difficulties, challenges you might have had making that transition?
The toughest about the transition, honestly, was just finding what works best for me. I thought really going into college that like, oh, my style is gonna have to change, my wrestling is gonna have to be completely different. But I would say I honestly wrestle a lot like I do in high school, just more developed, just a lot more technical, and have just built a lot off that. But yeah, I would just. I'm not sure.
How was it? How about adding like riding time and stuff like that? Was that hard to adjust to, or was that easy?
Yeah, riding time was that honestly helped me a lot because I'm a leg rider anyway.
Okay, yeah.
So it was pretty easy to transition because I don't know, I like to turn people and I like to be on top. So if anything, it was a benefit and helped me a lot. But I definitely had to make an adjustment on bottom. Like in high school, you can kind of just be okay being on bottom and then end up getting out. But in college, that riding time's building up. So that's part of the transition too, is being able to focus on those little things like resting on the edge of the mat, the riding time, and just the little differences that college wrestling has from high school.
Sure. What advice do you have for high school wrestlers who would like to wrestle in college?
I would just say, just honestly, high school, doesn't really matter if you're going into college. Like, I mean, not that it doesn't matter, but you just you don't have to worry about whether you were great or average in high school, because college is just a new opportunity in a way for you to have a new slate to move forward. And if you didn't achieve your goals in high school, then try to achieve them in college.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, Gabe, the way we wrap up all of our shows is we ask for a quote that inspires you and may inspire some of our wrestlers out there watching. What would you have?
Yeah, one that I really like was the Michael Jordan one. It was you still have it?
Yep. I can accept failure. Everyone fails at something, but I can't accept not trying.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah, it's one that I like.
Very cool. Hey, one thing we missed, and want to ask, obviously a lot of small businesses are struggling through COVID and stuff, so I want to just ask, what is your favorite food? And then if there's like a favorite restaurant that you like that we should try out?
Here in Des Moines.
Either, maybe both actually, if you have one at each.
I don't know. I really like, I'm kind of basic, but I like Hungry Hobo. Like, that's one of my favorite sub places around here. But in Des Moines, it's a tough one too. I like Jethro's wings.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're delicious.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Gabe, thank you very much for your time. Best of luck to you, and we look forward to watching you this upcoming season.
Yeah, thanks for having me again. It was nice talking to you.